It's hard to keep track of what's responsible for every Marvel character's power set. Today's focus is the X gene and other mutations. Kamala Khan is a mutant, which probably doesn't come as a shock to most die-hard Marvel comic fans, but I figured I'd start off easy. See, in the show, we don't actually know for sure if Marvel is going to take on Kamala's mutant status from the comics. That is, until we get a post-credit scene. Marvel is always putting the fun stuff in those post-credit scenes. In the final Miss Marvel post-credit scene, Kamala and Bruno are having a little chat. Bruno indicates that there is something off about Miss Marvel's genes. Something like a mutation, in his words. This is really exciting. Marvel is finally, hopefully, bringing mutants into the MCU. There are actually a lot of characters in the movies that are mutants in the comics, but we'll get to some of them later. Miss Marvel in the comics is a mutant-inhuman hybrid. She presented as an inhuman because her X gene never manifested. Professor X believes that the inhuman side is suppressing the mutant side. Mutants were humans genetically modified by the Celestials, and the Inhumans were humans genetically engineered by the Kree, because the Kree found out about the potential humans had from the Celestial intervention. Miss Marvel first manifested her powers after the Terrigen bomb. She discovered she was capable of morphogenetics. She can make her body bigger or smaller or stretchy, or even just alter her aesthetic appearance. She heals really fast and glows when using her morph powers. It's unclear as of right now what Miss Marvel's mutant powers would be if she had them, but I love a little mystery and I'm excited to find out when she inevitably gets them. Madam Web. I know about the movie. I saw the movie. Controversial take. I had fun. Was it amazing? No. But was it fun? I think so. Anyway, Madam Web is a mutant. She also might not be. It kind of depends on who you ask. For a very long time, Madam Web was described as a mutant, even on the Marvel site. It looks like she may have received the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver treatment though, having her mutant status revoked. For a long time, Madam Web's precognitive abilities came from her mutant gene. Now it seems like she is just a human psychic. Either way, she has powers. They include telepathy and astral projection. We saw that in Madam Web. She has clairvoyance and can, maybe most notably, see the future. At one point, she was gifted immortality, but then died later anyway. Kraven the Hunter, the guy who buried Spider-Man alive, soon to be portrayed by the guy who played Quicksilver, Aaron Taylor Johnson, isn't the mutant, but he did cause one to be born. Kraven had a son that was born from an affair. Kraven the Hunter was so ashamed of his sin that he made sure the son would not go near his family by sending him to the middle of Africa. The kid, Alyosha, got some visits every once in a while. He was also a mutant. He was also a Hollywood director, then later ran a hero zoo after losing his mind a bit, then later sacrificed Maddie Franklin, yes, the one from Madam Web. He finally ended up in the Savage Land. He's had a wild ride. His mutant abilities came from his mother, but many of his special traits resemble what we've seen from his dad, like super stamina, speed, agility, strength, reflexes, heightened reflexes and senses. His mutanthood has also given him a healing factor, like most Marvel heroes. This Kraven might also be able to communicate with animals. Very cool. Abigail Brand has a lot going on. She is half human mutant and half alien. So she has a lot going for her, like hot hands. She can generate heat with her hands. If she touches you, you will burst into flames, so just stay back. Her flame color is blue, and blue flames are scientifically proven to be hotter than red or orange ones. So while it's not proven the exact temp that she can go up to, I would imagine it's pretty darn hot. That fire stuff is her mutant side. The alien genetics are thought to have supplied her with regeneration. She joined SWORD as a field agent, specifically hired to defend the world against alien threats, so she has a lot of combat and weapons training. She is depicted with green hair, which she probably got from her alien dad, as he was covered in green fur. Abigail wasn't born on Earth, but instead her father's planet Axis. That's also where she grew up, but eventually she ended up on her mom's planet Earth. Her codename is Brand. Her last name that I gave her at the beginning was Brand, but that's technically not true. I think she just took on the brand when she started to live on Earth. Her real last name is, pray for me here because I don't think I'm gonna make it out of saying this correctly, it is Thanria Geoaxis. I know that was wrong, I'm sorry. Anyway, Brand came from her mutant ability, the hot hands thing. Like a lot of mutants, she has worked alongside the X-Men before a few times. Namor has pretty recently made his big screen debut in Black Panther 2, and it was great. If you are one who is more into the cinematic side of Marvel than the comics, you might be surprised to learn that Namor is actually a mutant, technically. His dad was a human and his mom was an Atlantean princess. Love story of a lifetime. Namor has been stated to be an alpha-level mutant and is occasionally called Marvel's first mutant. His special skills include the regular stuff like super strong, super agile, super speed, and more. What is relatively unique to him is his body. It's designed for underwater conditions. He does spend a lot of time down there. He can come up on land, but the water is a better place for him. In the water, his healing factor is at its peak, and he can telepathically communicate with aquatic life like sharks. Namor ages slower, that's from the Atlantean side. Flight is also on his power resume. He has wings on his ankles, though it's hard for those little guys to lift a grown, buff man, so it's thought that he maybe uses something else to make himself fly, and the wings help out acting as like a steering wheel. He can also control aspects of the weather with his trident. The guy also grew up a prince, so he's got all that prince training and behavior on his side too. Dinosaurs can also be mutants. I know, I'm as surprised as you are. Devil is a dinosaur from Earth 78,411, the dinosaur world. Jurassic Park lovers, have I got the vacation for you. When Devil Dinosaur was just a little guy, he was attacked with fire. That fire activated his mutation that made him more powerful than any other dinosaurs and made his skin red rather than green. It also made him considerably smarter than your average dino, with Devil having human-level intelligence. Technically, Devil is part of the devil beast species, and that is a specific type of dinosaur. Though he resides on Earth 78,411, he has visited Earth 616 a few times with Moon Boy. Moon Boy saved Devil Dinosaur from the fire attack, and the dino has been fiercely loyal ever since. Moon Boy is also a mutant that is smarter than the rest of his species. There is also Moon Girl that has teamed up with Devil, but Moon Boy came first. Thanos is technically a mutant. He was born eternal yet has deviant genes. These mutants and Eternals and deviants were created by the same thing, Celestials. The Celestials were really having fun messing with humans. But in this particular case, Thanos' mutation is not like the X-Men's. Thanos possessing the deviant genes is his mutation, so it's not an X gene. Movie and comic fans alike know that Thanos is a pretty dangerous guy. Not only is he incredibly strong, but after being banned from the realm of death by Death herself, Thanos is technically totally immortal. You can't kill him, but he will come back. Even without the jewel-studded glove, Thanos is a tough opponent. He is capable of matter manipulation, like turning someone to stone, for example. He also has telepathic mind control abilities. He's a magician and can fly, or if he's too tired to fly, he can teleport. Thanos does have a brother, Harry Styles, Eros, who looks like an Eternal because he wasn't born with the mutation. Black Panther is a mutant on Earth 1610, and only there. The Black Panther we are used to seeing on Earth 616 and in the MCU is not a mutant. He is a human enhanced by that herb, the heart-shaped one, but on Earth 1610 for Ultimate Origins, the concept of T'Challa being a mutant is explored. They also explore him being the younger sibling and problem child. T'Challa in this universe is the younger brother to M'Baku. Instead of letting him do the trial and everything like that, T'Challa wanted to prove himself and did it himself. The trial here is hunting and then defeating a Black Panther. T'Challa lost the match and his throat and was hurt so bad, Wakanda had to call in assistance from the US Weapon X program. The Weapon X program used the same steps to save T'Challa that they did to make Wolverine. So now T'Challa has the claws and the new name, the Black Panther. He couldn't speak as they weren't able to repair his voice. The entire process artificially turned him into a mutant. He's got the standard healing factor, speed, strength, but also night vision. Captain America is also a mutant in another world, Earth 1298, the Mutant X-verse. This was from when Havoc swapped his brain with another Havoc's brain. Technically, this guy wasn't Steve Rogers Captain America, he was a mutant that took up the Captain America mantle. The guy, either way, he had a rough life. I don't think we ever know his real name. He had the mutant gene, but it hadn't come out yet, so the government decided to start experimenting on him as one does. In the end, once his gene was awakened, he couldn't control his power, and the government then tried to cover him up, saying he was taken out. He wasn't, and he joined a group called Six, not the musical, but I would pay to see that. S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't very nice to the mutants here, so Six works to protect mutant kind. At a certain point, the guy started losing his mind. I wonder what kind of mental trauma could have caused that, and he took out a lot of people, including the Avengers, until he was taken out by Havoc. This mutant cap had everything the original had, plus force fields, energy-based powers, and telepathy. Santa Claus. I have been waiting for the opportunity to talk about Santa Claus. The fact that Santa Claus is a mutant is genius and also so silly. Is it my favorite thing Marvel has done? Maybe. Santa Claus isn't just a mutant, he is the mutant. He is possibly the most powerful mutant out there. Santa is the living embodiment of giving. I can't think of a better person to gain the ability to bend space and time. Also, he can deliver Christmas presents. The X-Men's mutant detecting computer made a startling discovery one December 24th. It had registered what it described as the most powerful mutant ever registered. Good old Saint Nick. With the amount of power Santa Claus has, he's probably holding back every time we see him. Do we even know what his true form is? No. Apparently, he appears to people as the same race they are. He can transform his own body to do his bidding, which is usually just fitting through any chimney. And he can do it to you too. He turned the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants into little toys once. Even though Santa is like top of the food chain, he has never officially joined the X-Men. But that's because here in the real world, that would be too silly, too goofy, and I think we need to get over that. I want to see Santa as an X-Men by the end of 2024. If I am wrong, please let me know. I hope he's an X-Men already. I hope that I'm wrong. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make your mark on the comment section down below. Let me know if any name on this list surprised you. This is Juliana, signing off. Bye! She discovered she was capable of morphenogenetic. Oh my god.